My name is Nani. I'm a film director screenwriter based in Los Angeles. If you are new here, welcome. If you already subscribed to my channel, yay! Or you are not the first time watch my video, please allow me to tell you how grateful I am. As usual, I'll put this video's content table down in the description below, so if you want to skip anything, please go ahead, but don't click out. Originally, I'm not very sure what to show you in this week's video because I had a really sad 2 weeks that I have so many work to do. At the same time, I'm so poor and almost bankrupted, and I have an entire film waiting me sent out, and I'm so overwhelmed. Anyway, and I was thinking, okay, what material I have that I can share with you, and that triggered me to digging into my hard drive, and guess what I found? I find all the homework I've done when I was in film school, so I think it would be interesting that I start showing you my homeworks. Since I made those videos, if I don't put out there and just let it die in the hard drive, then it will just be as sad as a lot of artists that they just make things and great things and nobody is going to see it ever. Anyway, wow. So I think it would be interesting to show you my very first assignment when I was in film school. Even it's not good, but I think it's still worthwhile to show you so you can see how everybody is starting from zero, and also I don't want it die in a hard drive, and I don't want any of my work is dying in my hard drive ever again. I need to be more brave. Anyway, I don't really know what's going on with me today. Maybe because yesterday I went to cat convention and then I spent all day with cats and cat stuff, and that made me too energetic and I run out my energy, so today is a little bit The very first assignment I did when I was in film school, it's called mise-en-scène. Mise-en-scène is the topic we learned in the very first week when we were in film school. After a week of study, our teacher just threw us in the backlog with 16mm film and then required us to film 30 seconds of whatever that can express what we have learned. If you know what's mise-en-scène already, you can skip this part to watch what I made for the assignment. But if you don't know that yet, mise-en-scène is a term that is used to express all the art design aspect of a stage or a film production. It's basically all the art aspect of creating a shot. It's including performance, blocking, art design, set dressing, camera design, lighting, and what else? A lot of textbooks like to use the example from a scene from Citizen Kane that the little king is playing snowball outside while his mom is trying to sign a paper to give him up, and they will be separate from now on forever.
Come on, boys! We're Union first!
Be careful, Charles.
Kate.
Pull your muffler around your neck, Charles.
Kane, I think we shall have to tell him now.
Yes.
I'll sign those papers now, Mr. Thatcher.
You people seem to forget that I'm the boy's father.
It's going to be done exactly the way I've told Mr. Thatcher.
There ain't nothing wrong with Colorado. I don't see why we can't raise our own son just because we come into some money. If I want, I can go to court. A father has a right to. A boarder that beats his bill and leaves worthless stock behind. That property is just as much my property as anybody's, now that it's valuable. And if Fred Graves had any idea all this was going to happen, he'd have made out those certificates in both our names.
However, they were made out in Mrs. Kane's name.
He owed the money for the board to the both of us.
The bank's decision on all matters
I
concerning...
don't hold with signing my boy away to any bank as
I
guardian
want you to
just
stop
because...
all this nonsense,
The bank's
Jim.
decision on all matters concerning his education, his places of residence, and similar subjects is to be
The
final.
idea of a bank being the
I
guardian.
want you to stop all this nonsense, Jim.
We will assume full management of the Colorado load, of which I repeat, Mrs. Kane, you are the sole owner.
Where do I sign, Mr. Thatcher?
Right here, Mrs. Kane.
Mary, I'm asking you for the last time. Anybody'd think I hadn't been a good
The
husband,
sum of
a father.
$50,000 a year is to be paid to you and Mr. Kane as long as you both live, and thereafter to the survivor.
Well, let's hope it's all for the best.
It is.
The Union forever! The Catholic anti-Jack!
Why I can't raise my own boy is more than I can understand.
Go on, Mr. Thatcher.
Everything else, the principal as well as all monies earned, is to be administered by the bank in trust for your son, Charles Foster Kane, until he reaches his 25th birthday, at which time he is to come into complete possession.
Charles! Go on, Mr. Thatcher.
Well, it's almost 5, Mrs. Kane. Don't you think I'd better meet the boy?
I've got his trunk all packed. I've had it packed for a week now.
It's a sad scene, but if you watch the Citizen King, she kind of made the right choice. I'm not going to detail what mise-en-scène is because there's so many great video about mise-en-scène on YouTube already. If you are interested, I'm going to link some of the video down below so you can check it out. I think it's very interesting when we only had a little knowledge of filmmaking, and it's so hard for us to understand what mise-en-scène exactly means. I think that can play with all the subjects that you study. You want to fully go into a topic and then practice and go back into the topic and practice, and eventually you'll get the idea of the knowledge, and that's how you become a master. Anyway, that's what I come up with. I don't know why I'm actually kind of proud of myself of what I got for my first assignment. There's one thing I really want to share with you about mise-en-scène that I learned throughout my filmmaking career. In all the textbooks and the videos, they like to focus on what's the visual aspect of mise-en-scène. But I think you can use mise-en-scène to beat out a scene instead of use editing technique to help you create the beats, because I think you can use light, color, and then camera to create depth. Based on that, you can use blocking to let the actress to walk in the environment. Sometimes could be far away from the camera, sometimes could go closer, and use that to make the point and to create the beats. I don't know if I'm really make sense here, but there's films that has a lot of great scenes and shots that definitely play very well with this. One is Endless Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. of course, and another is Joe Wright's Anna Karenina. I think this two film is a great example of what I just shared with you. You can see how the director blocking the actor in the visual environment that they create to highlight the beats of each scene, especially for some long shots. Okay, I hope this week's video is helpful and not so boring, right? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you like this channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye! Pew!